Saturdays gaining on me. They used to be my favorite days, those Saturdays. Whatever place in time, though time is the breath of a falling falcon. Drive-in dates in my 48 Ford, steaming windows, crawling into the back seat, neck on neck falling in love, week after week. I was a wild kid from LA, had a hood, cruised Hollywood Boulevard with Paul, Aggie, Bill, and Flip. The youngest, the smallest, but the girls I loved were after we poured the poetry into me. Manuela, the Russian beauty, Sandra, the Hollywood blonde, Camille, Italian magician, who threw my skins into the rose garden. And in between closing time, whiskey babes, bar girls in Japan, shadows in strange beds, the Austrian consort on the Via Veneto. Mary Jane, how I loved you. What a time to have such a gentle maid. What a touch your hand made, touching my suffering body. It takes so many to keep my spiritual core running. Always lonely in the most elegant fucking scenes with the most lovable women. They all dissolve into carbon dust. How in such old age can I reach them? Thank them for their love. Hundreds of images flit in my mind, reduced to 1950s television as memories lose color and dimension. Angelic Alpha floats into the bookstore on my shift, and we talked and she left, quickly jumped up, out the door, caught her half a block away. Would you like to have dinner? 3 days later, we made such love in my Coldwater flat, Cafe Elite, and Van Morrison in Japantown. And now, 34 years later, we still lay together. Her body infatuates me still, the curves of her hips, her skin so soft, kissing her sexy lips, our kisses so deep. Senior pause. The senior moment.
Don't stop!
Sometimes it's too hard to go away, and sometimes it's too hard to stay, living in the shadow of what I was supposed to do. Ain't nobody's business if I do. And if I stay in bed with the pillows and the blues, take a vow to never get up and never again put on my shoes, just remember this: sometimes it's hard to go away, and sometimes it's very hard to stay. It doesn't matter that what I think or say. I've loved someone every single day, and sometimes it's so hard to stay when I want to get up and go away. And if I stay in bed with a shadow covering me, and I pull up the blankets over my head, and so tired of what is supposed to be, I think about how long before someone uncovers me and finds the shell after I'm dead. Just remember, it was just too hard to stay, even though I didn't want to go away. There ain't nothing left to say.